Hello, everyone. This is Zayam Yakel from FilmFestivalCircuit.com and the Assistant Director of the Oregon Short Film Festival. We are gearing up for our Spring 2023 season, which will be screening on May 29th at the beautiful historic Clinton Street Theater. Today, I'm talking with Kelli Caldwell, the creator behind Robots Don't Tell Jokes. Kelli, thank you so much for taking this time to meet with me.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Hello.
All right, so Robots Don't Tell Jokes. It's a fantastic short. It's a music video, stop motion. What
Yeah.
inspired you to make this film?
Well, I'm a songwriter, so I wrote this song actually on request for a little guy named Emmaus, who is 8 years old at the time, and he wanted a song about robots. So I'm a little bit of a, even though I'm married to a high tech computer,
Hmm.
CPU developer, and most of my friends are high tech, and I used to work for a semiconductor. I'm a little bit of a skeptic, I guess, or have some feelings about how much we're automating everything and giving up a little bit of our humanity there. So even though Emmaus wanted a song about robots, it for me it kind of morphed into a story, but a story about humanity and keeping your humanity, or robots trying to this little robot trying to show his humanity and teach others, or be who he is in spite of what they were telling him he's supposed to be. So then when it came time to make a video for it, I was really looking for some way to tell the story that was not electronic, not CGI, not, or, not that I could do that, but, um, but very tactile and very textured. And so I was actually thinking I would maybe get some sort of a felted robot, like needle felting, which is a fabric art. And that I was searching around, and I came across these little robot characters that are made by a guy in Leeds in the UK, and they're all made of reclaimed wood, all completely, lacking anything electronic about
Right.
them, and they just had so much character. And so everything flowed from there. And I just decided to, I made everything, all the little pieces for setting up the robot's bedroom are all miniature little things. And I went to Home Depot and got as many metal, nuts and bolts and
Right.
random things as I could find. And I just wanted to make it very simple, with simple pieces, and make kind of that statement within a simple story that hopefully comes across as fun and loving and those things. But also I know from some feedback that it does make people think a little bit about, especially the repeated line in the chorus that robots have to be on call whenever the people need us. That's kind of an enslavement in a way, even though we're talking about something inhuman. I think it's interesting how that has maybe is affecting the way we treat humans, the way that we've kind of embraced that um,
Totally.
in electronics. So that's the inspiration.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's incredible. There is so much into this, and it's cool that your method of production followed this sort of philosophy that you're trying to embrace. But of course, the song doesn't, or the film doesn't come across as a condemnation or a harsh polemic, but it has that backbone. It has that seeping through, and it does make you think. Um, Gosh, that's very interesting. I'm kind of interested then to talk a little bit about that process. I mean, you explained that you were really trying to do that, no tech, stripped down. Um, did that did that influence you in any other ways, or what was that stop motion process like?
I just used some smartphones, so
Okay,
that is, using tech. Obviously, it's not like I could not do that at all.
right.
But I'm new to this, so it was
Okay,
really an experiment to see if I could do it and make something that tells the story that was, quality enough as a first timer. Basically, my kids came in and helped me a little bit. They had some
nice.
ideas about some of the scenes that ended up being some of my favorite parts. So it was really just setting up a small space and learning as I went. I know that I have a lot to learn still, so um, I'm just like super grateful to have been able to share it and now have it be part of film
Totally.
festivals. It's been really amazing.
That's fantastic. Well, talk to me a little bit about the collaborative aspect. It seems like you really did sort of the most of this here. You animated, you wrote the song, have the concept, but sounds like you were writing this song for someone. Your
Mhm.
kids pitched ideas, and you were working with this creator and leads for these robots. What do you take away from that sort of collaborative process?
Well, I think when I've gone into situations like this, I tend to think of myself as a control freak and I want to have,
Okay.
but what I've definitely learned, especially for me being newer in this process, but having created music and recorded music, is that when you bring other people in and there's that human connection again, you can make things so much better and so much more, that their energy and their love and their brain and their, you never know what little suggestion or big suggestion they might have that's going to make it all the more better, all that much better. And so yeah, I'm definitely learning that along the way, and it's been influencing me actually in my next projects, to open up a little bit more to that, and especially with kids, because
Totally.
I really respect kids, and that's a huge part of why this is a kids song and a short and video for kids, but it's really, I always say I write songs for kids and the people who love them.
Right.
It's really important to me to keep it smart because I respect kids' brains so much, and I know that they think in much more complex ways than a lot of people give them credit for. So,
Absolutely.
and yeah, so when you open up to their ideas, I mean, they have some of the coolest
Right.
coolest ideas, right? And um, you know, ideas don't always translate into logistical like possibility or things that it's not always going to work out straightforwardly, but definitely having their influence and being open has been really enriching, I think, in everything I'm doing right
Totally.
now.
That's a very beautiful sentiment. And on that topic, I'm curious, is there any other insights or any other things you learned from this process?
How much I don't know. um, yeah, I think. Well, I think first and foremost, what I've learned, and maybe this is the baseline of educated filmmakers. Maybe everyone starts with this, but that it's about the story first
Mm,
and foremost, and what you're the message that you're trying to get across. And if you have a good story, or you're genuine in trying to tell something in a honest and respectful and honoring way. Maybe that's the same as respectful, but I think there's like another layer of love in
right.
that, in honoring, right? I think no matter what kind of story you're trying to tell, if you can tap into or make sure that you're being honest with yourself about that and returning to those objectives, to tell
Totally.
tell something honestly, that even the most basic medium or someone who doesn't know really what they're doing in terms of the technology or the lighting and all of those things that I know, I'm sure there are filmmakers who would look at my little film and be like, they're,
Right.
be able to pick all the little details out. But my assumption is that because the story is interesting, and hopefully the music is, people like the music,
Totally.
um, that that the technology and all of that doesn't have to be quite as, doesn't have to be perfect if your story is good and you're, well and honest with yourself in editing and things like that. Like I definitely try to be as objective as I can with myself about things like that. Editing,
Yeah.
there's stuff that just, nope, that's not helping.
Right.
So those are some of the things I'm learning, but I'm humbled to be included with other people who know so much more than I do. So
Well, you make a great point there because no matter where you are on that technical experience level, if you invest the care into your project, it will have a certain quality that I think is more transcendent than how expensive your lights are or whatever. And I think that's a very very important insight, especially for independent filmmakers who are working on various levels of budgets and various levels of experience. At the end of the day, you made a quality film, and these are the kind of reasons why it is quality. Um,
thank you.
and so I'm now curious, what is next for you? I'm sure you have more projects in the works.
Yeah, well, I'm an active songwriter for kids, so that's really the main thing that I've been
Okay.
doing. Although I now have, this new avenue that I'd really like to explore more, and I feel really excited about the possibilities. So I have another album that is actually releasing in June 16th, called Baby Ninja, and
Nice.
right now, we are not yet doing a video or film for the title track "Baby Ninja," but I did make a comic book.
Oh, okay.
So I have a master's in publishing, so I was able to hire a really awesome illustrator, Belen Toscano, out of Salem, Oregon, and she did the cover for the album and she did the comic book. And so I'm still thinking about ways that maybe we can use, all of the work that she's done in the illustrations there, to make an interesting video from there. And
Totally.
then other tracks in that album, I've got videos in the works for those, and um, some other things lined up. And then the other short that you
Right.
have included in the festival here, Five Little Ducks by Jules Bianchi. I'm really excited about the work that she did there. So excited to share that as part of the festival too.
Totally. Well, it sounds like you have a lot of good momentum. You have a lot of things, a lot of irons in the fire. That's very exciting. And yeah, I'm really stoked to screen Robots Don't Tell Jokes and Five Little Ducks
Thank you.
at the Oregon Short Film Festival. So thank you so much for creating this work, and thank you for talking with me today.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's been really nice to talk with you and have an open, honest conversation about what we're doing
Absolutely.
here. So thanks.
Thank you, and I'll see you at the festival.
Great.
Fantastic. Well, take care.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Use, all of the work that she's done in the illustrations there, to make an interesting video from there. And
Totally.
then other tracks in that album, I've got videos in the works for those, and um, some other things lined up. And then the other short that you
Right.
have included in the festival here, Five Little Ducks by Jules Bianchi. I'm really excited about the work that she did there. So excited to share that as part of the festival too.
Totally. Well, it sounds like you have a lot of good momentum. You have a lot of things, a lot of irons in the fire. That's very exciting. And yeah, I'm really stoked to screen Robots Don't Tell Jokes and Five Little Ducks
Thank you.
at the Oregon Short Film Festival. So thank you so much for creating this work, and thank you for talking with me today.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's been really nice to talk with you and have an open, honest conversation about what we're doing
Absolutely.
here. So thanks.
Thank you, and I'll see you at the festival.
Great.
Fantastic. Well, take care.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.